बाद इंटरमीडिएट के बाद ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसीए कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद ओ लेवल्स के बाद इंटरमीडिएट के बाद ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसीए कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद ओ लेवल्स के बाद इंटरमीडिएट के बाद ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसीए कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद ओ लेवल्स के बाद इंटरमीडिएट के बाद ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसीए कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद ओ लेवल्स के बाद इंटरमीडिएट के बाद ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसीए कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद ओ लेवल्स के बाद इंटरमीडिएट के बाद ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसीए कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद ओ लेवल्स के बाद इंटरमीडिएट के बाद ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर
All right, so we are present here at this historic TMC cricket ground, which is going to host yet another T20 tournament where 6 teams are going to take on each other in 18 exciting matches. This is Subscriber Academy presents Challengers Premier League powered by ZNS Textiles. The two teams who are going to be participating in the first match is going to be Shayan Builders, who are to my right, and they're going to take on M-Tex, who are to my left. And I'm going to ask both the teams to walk through the red carpet as we join this wonderful cricket stadium so that we can get lined up for the national anthem before we begin the first match of this tournament. Remember, this is a 6 teams tournament that is going to consist of 18 matches. The first match will be played between Shayan Builders and M-Tex. We have got the tournament organizer Bilal Majid with us and the two on-field umpires. And now it's time for both the captains to walk through the red carpet so that they can join their respective teams and they can get lined up for the national anthem. Those are the two captains of the two teams. Now they have joined us, and after the grand entry, we are all set for the national anthem as well. The captains of both the teams to come and have some words with me. Bilal Aslam, obviously the captain of M-Tex. Bilal, if he can, and obviously Atibhai, the captain of Shayan Builders too. Bilal, in fact, Atibhai, you won the toss. आप टॉस जीत के क्या अजमत भाई टॉस जीत के पहले बैटिंग कर रहे हैं तो कितने रन नजर आते हैं इस पिच पे आज?
सर यहाँ पे सीधा विकेट है, मुझे 200 रन नजर आते हैं इंशाल्लाह।
इतना कॉम्बिनेशन है, इतनी टॉप ऑर्डर हैवी है, जितने रन बना सकेंगे?
बिल्कुल ऐसा ही है, हमारी बैटिंग बहुत अच्छी है, टॉप ऑर्डर इंशाल्लाह 200 रन करेंगे, 200 प्लस ही करेंगे इंशाल्लाह।
पहला मैच है टूर्नामेंट का, बड़ा टोटल लगा के जीतना चाहेंगे
इंशाल्लाह।
ऑल द बेस्ट अजमत भाई। बिलाल, टॉस जीते तो आप क्या करते?
हम भी पहले बैटिंग ही करते हैं।
पहले बॉलिंग करने का मौका मिला है तो कितने टोटल तक रिस्ट्रिक्ट करना चाहेंगे?
इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे 150 के अंदर अंदर रोक के और उसको चेस करें।
रिसेंट टाइम में मैंने देखा आपकी फॉर्म काफ़ी अच्छी है, तो टॉप ऑर्डर पे बैटिंग करते हैं, जो जितने भी रिस्ट्रिक्ट करेंगे चेस करने की कोशिश चाहेंगे?
इंशाल्लाह।
ऑल द बेस्ट Bilal. Those were the two captains. Mr. Azmat winning the toss and choosing to bat first, and both the teams will be shaking their hands before they can join the field.
तुम्हारे ऐसे पे 200 रन बनेंगे ये।
देखो अगर 200 बन गए ना तो मतलब 2:30-3 बजे तक की कहानी लग रही है मुझे।
पर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा
Welcome to TMC Cricket Ground. This is the first match of Scriber Academy presents Challengers Premier League powered by ZNS Textiles, where we're going to witness two teams clash, taking on each other tonight. Shayan Builders taking on M-Tex. And as far as the toss is concerned, Shayan Builders won the toss. Their captain Azmat decided to bat first, who also faced the first delivery that he was able to play towards the third man to get the first runs on the board. The left-arm seamer has started the proceedings for M-Tex. Bilal Aslam is the captain of the M-Tex team. Remember, it's the first 6 overs, so just 2 fielders outside a 30-yard circle. Nicely hit in the gap. That's going to run away for 4. Solid connection first up. It was pitched up. He was looking for that swing into the right-hander, which wasn't there. He just stood and delivered that past extra cover and mid-off, and it just raced away to the boundary. Straight away, Ismail Shah is having a word with his bowler. Must be asking him not to bowl that fuller in length, otherwise he's going to get dispatched for yet another boundary. But so far the signs are pretty clear from both the openers. We saw an aggressive stroke on the very first ball as well that went towards third man, and the second delivery that was drilled away past extra cover and mid-off. Third man is up. Now they've got deep square leg and long on for the left arm seamer Zishan. Cut away nicely. Excellent timing and placement from the right-hander Azhar. As if he knew what Zishan is going to be bowling up next. The previous delivery was pitched up. This was slightly shorter and it was angling across the right-hander. So he just opened the face of the bat and made sure that he found the gap on the offside. 2 boundaries and 2 balls now for the right-hander. And Shayan Builders are up to a flying start already. First 2 boundaries already in the first over. Straight away putting the bowling side on the back foot. I think it's a good toss to win. Looks like a very good batting track already. Much better. Much closer to the stumps, and the length was slightly fuller. It's always important to start well in any tournament, especially in the first match. But those 2 boundaries clearly showed how good a batting pitch it looks like tonight. And so far, Zishan has not been able to get that movement in the air or off the pitch. Slower delivery down the leg side. He's lucky to get away with that because the fielder at fine leg was up. All he needed to do was to find the gap between him and square leg, but just couldn't time it well. But the runs have already come in the very first over. 9 without a wicket. 2 boundaries in them. Just looking to pull the length back slightly now, Zishan. He knows that if he's going to bowl it fuller, both these batters are going to look to drive it on the offside. Oh, that's a good delivery, and he's so lucky. Azhar, he gets an inside hit. That's going to run away for 4 as well. Hands on the head from the fast bowler because he did no wrong on that occasion. It was coming in the line of the stumps. He was in completely awkward position while looking to play that. Luckily got an inside edge and it went down towards fine leg for yet another boundary. So 3 boundaries coming in the opening over, all coming from the bat of Azhar. After the first over, Shayan Builders winning the toss, choosing to bat first at 13 for no loss.
ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है।
So fast bowler from one end and spinner from the other. Sadiq Surya is going to share the new ball from the other end. He's got protection at long off and a fielder at deep mid wicket. Plenty of open spaces available on the leg side. Slightly uppish, and he's lucky that the ball didn't carry to the bowler. Just went over his head towards the fielder at mid-on, and Azmat doing the right thing by picking up yet another single and giving the strike back to Azhar. Not a big turner of the ball, Sadiq Surya, but he tends to pick up wickets early on with this new ball. Doesn't really turn the ball a great deal, but his delivery is usually skid on. Going for the big shot, but the ball just hitting the pad and it was angling down the leg side. His intentions are pretty clear from the right-hander. Doesn't want to waste that many deliveries, and if it's going to be in his arc, it's going to be go. Just get the feeling he needs to be a little careful against Sadiq. Now that one, surprisingly, just did not bounce at all. Four fielders inside the inner ring on the offside. You've got C extra cover, cover point, and backward point. Just rushing through his overs. So far, so good from Sadiq Surya. Just a single of the first 4 balls. And you could just sense that he's getting a little frustrated, Azhar. Just having a look at the pitch. He's doing the right thing, Sadiq Surya, just keeping the ball closer to the stumps. Goes for another big one and misses it altogether. Tell you what, he was very lucky. This time the ball wasn't far away from the leg stump. So pretty decent over first up from Sadiq Surya. Just a run off it. After 2, Shayan Builders are 14 for no loss.
चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है।
Straight away a change in the bowling attack. Shayan has been taken off. Wasim Ali has been introduced. The left arm orthodox who has got the snag of picking up early wickets. So don't get the feeling a lot of overs are going to be bowled by the fast bowlers tonight. I mean, you're going to see and witness more and more spinners bowling on this pitch. Goes for the big shot on the leg side. Connects it well. That's going to go all the way for 6. Tell you what, he wasn't near to the pitch of that delivery, but once again using those long levers, Azmat, that's his first aggressive stroke, and he dismissed that over the boundary ropes towards mid-wicket. First 6 of the innings coming from the bat of his captain. And he's just coming wide out of the crease there, Wasim Ali, and he was just checking his front leg. Up is chance taken. Soft dismissal in the end for the captain. Wasim Ali once again coming wider of the crease, keeping the batter in two minds whether to go on the leg side or on the off side. In the end, just playing the ball up in the air, and a simple chance held by the fielder at point. So 6 and a wicket for Wasim Ali. First wicket goes down for Shayan Builders, and it's the captain who is walking back. He walks back after scoring 8 of 4 deliveries, and meanwhile Shayan Builders are 20 for 1.
चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है, और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसीए कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो
So the bowling change worked for M-Tex. Wasim Ali straight away picking up a wicket in his very first over, removing the skipper of the opposite team. Still 2 right-handers at the crease for Shayan Builders. He's coming wider of the crease and creating that difficult angle for the right-handers, asking them to go across the line, and if they commit a mistake, he's going to get another wicket in the process. Much slower through the air, this time getting a bit of turn away from the right-hander. Brilliant stuff from Wasim Ali. Really good comeback after being hit for a 6. Got that wicket, 3 dot balls on the trot after that. 3 overs done. Shayan Builders are 20 for 1.
वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है, और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसीए कंप्लीट कर लेता है।
It's going to be Sadiq Surya to continue, and he's appealing for something. I think he thought there was some bat and ball, but the wicketkeeper just didn't join him. Neither did any of the other fielders. Hazar once again looking to force that ball away on the offside without using his feet much, and that is the reason why he just could not connect that one. But you can see that the spinners are starting to exert a bit of pressure now on both these batters. Once again getting a bit of bounce, appeal, still appealing for it. But he's not being able to convince the on-field umpire, Shahid Aslam, who has been standing still. This time not just the bowler, but the fielders as well as the wicket-keeper joined in that appeal, and they're still asking for something. Wasim Ali is having a word with the keeper. Maybe he joined a little too late, but it's the umpire's decision that stays in the end. So 2 dot balls on the trot from Sadiq Surya. Remember, he just conceded a single in his very first over. Slightly short this time, gets a thick outside edge, and the fielder at third man was pretty fine. Just struggling a bit. Azhar hasn't really been that effective against the spinner as he was against the left-arm seamer Zishan, where he was able to hit him for 3 boundaries. And all of a sudden, the run rate has gone down. Goes for the big hit, just gets it over mid-on. Long off fielder is trying his level best, but I just get the feeling he won't be able to stop it. A boundary nevertheless for the right-hander, but not convincing at all. It was pitched up, he was looking to go over mid-on, which he did, but just couldn't time it perfectly. Still, after bouncing a couple of times, the ball just rolled past the boundary ropes to get him much needed boundary. Good comeback. Once again, just 4 runs coming off that over from Sadiq Surya. They're going at a runner ball up till now. Shayan Builders, 4 overs have been completed. They are 24 for 1.
चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनल
He's got so much experience. Wasim Ali, he can come on and bowl with the new ball as well as with the older one. And the number of runs that were leaked in the very first over just forced the captain to bring him on with the new ball. Doesn't really look to turn the ball a great deal, but he has got so many variations. He can bowl it slower through the air. He can bowl a faster one as well. And especially when he comes around the wicket, the angle that he creates becomes difficult for the right-handers. Hits it hard, gets it in the gap. It's not timed perfectly. The fielder is still after it, but I just get the feeling, oh, in fact, he just pulled his bit back. Brilliant effort from the fielder at point. He just never gave up, kept on chasing that ball, and just inches before the boundary rose, he was able to pull the ball back with his right foot. Well, he was looking for that single, but his partner didn't respond whatsoever. Azhar batting on 16, just dealing in boundaries, whereas his partner, who has just joined him, has faced 7 deliveries now for the couple of runs. Goes on the leg side. That's a poor delivery. This might go all the way for 6. It does. Poor delivery down the leg side from Wasim Ali. Not a big turner of the ball, and the batter is just picking it up on the leg side, knowing there was no fielder out there in the deep, and timing it too well to get it over the boundary ropes. Couple of 6s now in these first few overs, along with 4 boundaries. Wasim Ali bowling it slower through the air, just conceding 8 runs of his another over. 5 done. Shayan Builders are 32 for 1.
करीब 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है, तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसीए कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है
gets his man, does Sadiq Surya. And it was on the cart because Azhar was looking to hit every delivery out of the ground. This time the ball just didn't bounce as much as he was expecting and it held its line, uprooting the middle stump. Sadiq Surya gets his first wicket. Previously, we saw Azhar dealing in boundaries, but now he has been dismissed after scoring 16 and Sadiq Surya gets his reward. 2 wickets have now gone down. Azhar walking back after scoring 16. Shayan Builders are 32 for 2.
इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के
This time goes over the offside, finds a gap. The outfield is lush green. That's going to run away for yet another boundary. Brilliant timing from Tessin. It was on the middle stump, just clearing his front leg, opening the face of the bat against that turn, ensuring it gets it over extra cover. And the outfield did the rest. Remember, this is the first match of Scriber Academy presents Challengers Premier League powered by M-Tex Textiles. Goes again, this time solid connection. This is going to go all the way for 6. Magnificent timing and placement from Tessin. What a brilliant way to announce the arrival. Couple of boundaries and then a big hit over the offside, making sure that he ends the over with a 6. Brilliant beginnings to the innings from the left-hander. 6 overs have been done. And after the power play, Shayan Shayan Wielders, we saw a couple of wickets going down, but then we saw some heroics in the last over where Tehseen hit 2 boundaries and a maximum. Akhtar Lala, the new bowler, another left-arm orthodox, replacing Wasim Ali, who got a wicket first up. In fact, he was the first one who took the wicket of the skipper. And then we saw Sadiq Surya cleaning up Azhar. The only 2 wickets to fall so far for Shayan Builders. The batting power play has been completed, so you can witness 5 fielders now outside the inner ring. 2 on the leg side, long on, long off, and 1 at deep extra cover. Goes for a big hit. Has he timed it well? You betcha he has. That's going to go all the way for yet another 6 over mid-wicket. Akhtar Lala just floating it up outside the off-stump, inviting the batter to go for the big hit, and Tehseen obliges. Not many deliveries he has faced so far, but he has already hit 2 boundaries and 2 maximum and has raced away to 20 of just 6 balls. 50 also comes up for Shayan Builders with that hit. Goes for the sweep, gets a bit of a top edge, but it's going to go well over fine leg and will get in the boundary ropes. Seems like a man on a mission tonight, Tehseen. Set down, wanted to hit it over fine leg, which he did. Got a bit of a top edge, but it still traveled past the boundary ropes. After Lala having so much experience now, having a word with his captain, just get the feeling they have no answer so far. Slightly shorter, hit away nicely towards long on. That is very sensible batting from the left-hander. After putting all sort of pressure on the bowler, just picks up another single to give the strike back to Shahid. Nicely worked away on the leg side there. Just going to jog along for that single. Expensive first over comes to an end from Akhtar Lala. 13 runs coming off it. 7 overs done. Shayan Builders are building along nicely. They are 59 for 2.
बाद ओ लेवल्स के बाद इंटरमीडिएट के बाद ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसी स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसी के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसी कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसी करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक
Just 7 bowlers. In fact, 7 overs have been bowled and the 5th bowling option has already been introduced. It's going to be Ismail to roll his arm over for the 8th over of the innings. Powerfully driven by Shahid, but will get yet another single towards long off. Does the right thing by giving the strike back to Tehseen, who has been simply amazing so far. Has been dealing in boundaries only. 2 sixes, 3 boundaries so far for the left-hander. He's having a look at the field on the offside. They've got all the protection on the leg side, so that opens up the space inside the inner ring. On the leg side, that's why he picks up another easy single now. Scoring at over 8 and over, and with that run rate, they can easily go past 170 if they can maintain their scoring rate, unless and until, obviously, they lose wickets and the scoring rate goes down. Goes for a big hit. Now, that's gone straight up. Finally getting underneath it and doesn't even get his hand to it. Got so close of picking up his first wicket, Ismail. He went for the big slog sweep. It went high up in the air. Fine leg fielder tried to get underneath that, but in the end his hands were too far away from the ball. Goes for a big hit. Now when he hits them, they usually stay hit. That's going to go over square leg for yet another 6. Not sure what Ismail was complaining about, because even there was a fielder positioned perfectly for that stroke, but he could just be a mere spectator as the ball went way over his head and over the boundary ropes for yet another 6. Will pick up another single easily on the leg side and will keep the strike at the start of next over. Brilliant batting this from the left-hander. 8 overs done and dusted. Shayan Builders are 69 for 2.
के बाद ओ लेवल्स के बाद इंटरमीडिएट के बाद ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसी स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसी के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसी कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसी करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद ओ लेवल्स के बाद इंटरमीडिएट के बाद ए लेवल्स
Leg spinner being introduced straight away, replacing Akhtar Lala, starting off with a widest delivery down the leg side. We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal, Mohammad Naeem, whether it came off the pad. It did. So a couple of leg byes to start the over with. Afzal, the leg spinner, being the 6th bowling option being used tonight by M-Tex. Hits it really hard, but we'll just get a single towards long on. Now, we didn't see much swing with the new ball for the fast bowler Zishan. We haven't seen much turn either tonight. So that suggests there are so many runs on offer for the batting team. Hits it straight. Hits it clean and gets it past the fielder at long off. I just get the feeling it bounced once before the boundary ropes as being signaled by the on-field umpire, but a boundary nevertheless for the right-hander. It was pitched up. He just shuffled across the off stump, hit it straight. There was a big gap between long on and long off. The fielder tried his best, jumped in the air as well to pull it back, just couldn't do so in the end. Now that's a poor delivery. It deserved to be hit. Chance for the fielder and he puts it down. This time it was Ismail at square leg. He ran in, got down, got to him at a decent height. But just when he was looking to take it, spilled it in the end. Couple of chances given to Shahid in the last couple of overs. This partnership is proving to be very threatening for M-Tex. Tehseen so far is running away with the show, 35 or 15, and his partner has got 17 already. Just a little wide. Will be called a wide as well. Kept it outside the off stump so that Shahid won't be able to hit it straight, but it just kept on going away from him. This time he gets some bat. A bit of a misfield from that fielder at point will earn him another single. 9 runs coming in the opening over of the leg spinner. 9 overs done and dusted. Shayan Builders are moving along nicely. They are 80 for 2.
के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है. इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं. इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है. तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है. चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है. इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं. इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है. तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA
Adjusting his field a little on the leg side, especially. Smile. Asking those fielders to move a little squarer. That fielder at long on and deep mid wicket. Bowls a quicker one on the leg side. Now, both these batters don't look in any sort of rush whatsoever. Whenever they have played the ball in the gap, they have just gone for a single. Haven't really even tried to convert that single into a couple. Boundaries have come in at regular intervals for the batting team, and that's the reason why they are scoring at almost 9 and over now. Balls is slower through the air. He places that in the gap. In fact, that's going to go all the way for 6. Brilliant timing and placement from Tehseen. The previous delivery was slightly quicker. This time much slower through the air. Once again sitting down on one knee and bringing his favorite shot, the slog sweep over square leg. Already in the 40s, Tehseen. 50 of the partnership also comes up with that big hit. Bowled it slightly quicker. Tehseen just missed out, I guess. He was just looking to dab it towards third man. But sometimes it can prove to be a risky stroke as well because the ball was closer to the off stump. As a bowler, it gets so difficult when there is no turn or grip available on the pitch. No matter if you bowl faster through the air or slower through the air, you always travel for runs, and that has been the case here for all the bowlers of M-Tex. Might be given as a wide. Not given. So a dot delivery it is to end the over, but still a good over for the batting side. 8 of it. 10 overs completed. Shayan Builders are 88 for 2.
इसे कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं. चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल
Tries to go for a big one chance and taking it long on. And he's utterly disappointed, Tessin. A dangerous partnership has been broken. In the very first delivery, he was looking for that big shot over mid-wicket. Somehow manages to hit it straight down to the throat of the long-gone fielder. And Tessin will feel that he has missed out an opportunity of getting a big score tonight. He was batting so well out there in the middle. He scored 42. Majority of the runs came with the bat through the boundaries, but now he has been dismissed as Afzal has broken the partnership. He walks back after scoring 42, and Shayan Builders are now 3 down.
तेरह पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है। और
Tessin, the man dismisses. Jatsa walks in at number 5. Once again, that partnership that was proving to be so dangerous for the bowling side has now been broken, and the captain of M-Tex, Bilal, will be feeling a sigh of relief as Tessin has been dismissed. Nicely timed and placed. Just a forward defensive push this, but he manages to find the gap, Ijaz, and he gets the boundary of the very second delivery he faces. It was floated up outside the awesome. He just dabbed it past point and short third, and it's the outfield that did the rest. Always such a good feeling to open your account with a boundary, and Ijaz will be hoping that he can get a big score here tonight. Slightly short, and he missed out once again, Ijaz. The previous one was a wrong gun, came back in, this time just holding its line slightly. Brilliant over. Excellent stuff from Afzal. Just got hit away for a boundary, but broke that partnership and got that important wicket of Tessin in it. 11 done. Shayan Builders are 92 for 3.
5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद
Changing the bowling once again as soon as the partnership has been broken. Sadiq Surya has been introduced. Bowled 3 overs with the new ball, got that wicket of Azhar. This is a moment where M-Tex will be hoping that they can come back in this game by getting a couple of more wickets. Very difficult customer to hit away for runs, Sadiq, especially when he's bowling straight at the line of stumps. Couple of times we have seen the ball not bouncing as much as the batter expects, especially in this end where Sadiq Surya is operating right now. Four dot deliveries, so putting up a pressure on the batting team. Shuffle across, big appeal. Now this looks very close, but once again the umpire thinks that the impact was outside the off stump. And the batter is down on his knees. Sadiq thought it was much closer as what umpire thought, but once again the umpire ruling it in the favor of the batting team. Shahid will definitely need some attention.
बाद O लेवल्स के बाद इंटरमीडिएट के बाद A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद O लेवल्स के बाद इंटरमीडिएट के बाद A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस
Back on his feet, Shahid yet to score a run in this over from Sadiq. Still trying to move his fielders in the deep on the leg side. Sadiq wasn't happy with that deep mid-wicket fielder, I guess. Balls went down the leg side. He's running hard for the first one. Will he look to come back for the second? In fact, his partner wasn't really interested. So just one run coming in that last over of the spell from Sadiq Surya. He's done with his 4 overs. 1 for 20 for the leg spinner today. 12 overs done. Shayan Builders, well, they're 93 for 3.
रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद O लेवल्स के बाद इंटरमीडिएट के बाद A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस
Howsell, the man who got that all-important wicket of Tessin, now into his third. Quick single taken. Although the throw was at the striker's end, but they still managed to complete that one. And if they had tried hard, they could have easily completed the other one on the overthrow as well. But the batter at the non-striker's end, Shahid, not feeling comfortable, especially after being struck on his legs in the previous over. Hits it hard, but will just get a run. Ijaz Shah, he has been a silent partner in this partnership so far. He was kept off strike entire over of the previous one. Goes for the big hit. Up edge, chance, and put down once again. Full marks for the effort, because it wasn't that easy. It went high. The fielder at short third was pretty square. He dived in front. Definitely got both his hands to it, but just couldn't complete the catch. It's the third one that has gone down tonight from the M-Tex fielders. The run rate has dropped down significantly in the last couple of overs. They were almost scoring at 9 and over till the 11th. But that wicket of Tehseen has changed the things dramatically. And now they are scoring at under 8. Brilliant effort. Absolutely brilliant this from Akhtar Lala. He saved a certain boundary there for his team. Ijaz Shah was looking to find that small gap between third man and backward point and almost did it. But the brilliance of Akhtar Lala, and they just managed to get that single. Goes for another big hit. It's up. Another chance. And the ball drops between those two fielders. The long on fielder was looking at deep mid wicket and the vice versa. And in the end, the ball just landing between those two as Shahid gets yet another single on the leg side. 5 runs coming in that over from Afzal. 13 done. Shayan Builders are 98 for 3.
इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं. इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है. तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है. चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी
Time for another change in the bowling attack. They've got so many left-arm spinners. We saw Akhtar Lala, Wasim Ali. Now even Faisal has been given the ball. Just 1 over from the fast bowler tonight. The very first over of the innings, and the remaining overs have been bowled by spinners. Apart from that boundary that he got, Ijaz Shah, he hasn't really looked that fluent tonight. Hasn't really got much of the strike either. I mean, just faced 9 deliveries in the last 3 overs. Just looking to buy his time before he can start going big. They've still got 6 overs after this, Shayan Builders. If they can bet sensibly, they can still go past 170 from where they are right now. Slightly short. Now it's up in the air. Chance just over long off. Now that is an interesting shot. It was turning away from him. Got it from the toe end of the bat. It was hit flat, long off, jumped in the air, but still went over his hands. 100 also comes up for Shayan Builders. Hits it hard, just gets it past the bowler. Tries to hit that a little too hard, not being able to get it from the middle of his blade, Ijaz Shah, and he is disappointed with that because it was there to be hit. It was short, it was slower through the air. Could have hit that anywhere on the leg side instead. Just got a single out of it. This will definitely be a wide. Shahid just getting a little frustrated because of the lack of boundaries he has been able to hit. This time he goes straight, but no connection whatsoever. Will just get a run towards long off. 10 runs coming in the opening over of Faisal. 14 overs have been completed. Shayan Builders are 108 for 3.
प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है।
Into his last over now, Afzal presented with a short delivery on the leg stump, greedily accepted by Shahid as he gets yet another 6 and straight away apologizing to his skipper. It was short, it was on the leg stump, and he was waiting for that delivery, Shahid, because he was struggling in the last couple of overs, but as soon as he saw that ball at that length and that line, he was not going to miss out. Shayan Builders on a road to recovery after losing their ace batter Tehseen. Pitched up, he goes for another one. This is a huge hit. Back-to-back sixes for the right-hander, and the ball has disappeared in one of those trees on the leg side. Not a good start to this final over from Afzal. He was bowling so well in his first 3 overs, got that prize scalp as well, but now all of a sudden, the batting side has put the pressure back on the bowling team. It was pitched up. He was looking to go for the third in a row. Won't be able to get it. And luckily has been able to get it in the gap between extra cover and long off. Will pick up another single though. Now what will Ijaz Shah do? Will he go for the big one or will he give the strike back to Shahid? He hits it hard. Gets it in the gap. Powerfully struck. Run away for 4. Beautiful timing and placement. He has been playing the waiting game in the last couple of overs, Ijaz Shah, but when you get that line and length outside the off stump, and look at the way he played that one. Played it powerfully and played it so late to get it past fielder at deep extra cover. Now this is turning out to be a very expensive last over from Afzal. Couple of sixes and now a boundary. Still 2 balls left. Similar delivery, not time well enough, but we'll just get a run, Ijaz Shah. They're going to take all the runs on offer right now, Shayan Builders. Looking to finish with a big total here tonight in this opening match of Scriber Academy presents Challengers Premier League, powered by Z&S Textiles. Down the leg side, but gets away with that. This is where he has scored so many runs, Shahid, so far tonight, and he was eyeing for another boundary, luckily not being able to place it. But an expensive over comes to an end from Afzal. 15 done. Shayan Builders are 126 for 3.
चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा
Bit of a misfield, but at least he stayed a boundary there. The captain Bilal Aslam, it was hit really hard from Ijaz. And even he realizes that now just 5 overs remaining in the innings, and they need to get as many runs as possible to get as close to 1-200, which they had in mind at the start of the innings. Shahid plays that one in the air, just gets it past the captain. He has already made up his mind that he is going to go for the big shot on almost every delivery now, Shahid. That's why he's not even looking to get a single. Gets away with that now. A left arm spinner comes around the wicket with the angle coming in, playing across the line, becomes a bit of a dangerous stroke in the end. Short, hits hard, gets it past the bowler, gets it past long off. Well, he attempted that stroke in the previous over too, Ijaz Shah couldn't middle it. This time he did. Not only he made it past the bowler, but there was absolutely no chance for the fielder at long off to get anywhere near to it. I just get the feeling Bilal Aslam is still struggling with his right hand. Remember a couple of deliveries ago, he saved that boundary on the offside. The ball hit his right hand, and now he's just looking at the palm, showing it to the leg umpire. Might go out of the field for a couple of overs. But it's important that he stays fit. He's the captain of M-Tex, usually opens the innings, and if they get a big score here tonight, Shayan Builders, it's going to be very important for Bilal to provide his team with a fighting start. Well, that turned a mile. It was bowled slower through the air as well, so that's why wicketkeeper had no chance to get his glove behind that. They ran a single as well, so a couple of runs will be added to the total. Bit of a top edge, but it will roll past the keeper. They will just jog along for that single because he's getting a little exhausted now, Shahid, so we won't expect him to go for couples or converting those twos into threes. Gone are those days when you can ask for a runner to assist you while you're batting. Might be a wide, instead not given. Ijaz Shah looks surprised. A dot delivery it is to end the over. 4 lefts after 16. It's 135 for 3.
ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है।
Wasim Ali back in the attack. Was brought in as a first change with the new ball when he bowled during the power play. Went for just 14 in his couple of overs. Flights it up. I think he do realize that Shahid is looking to go for that leg side boundary. That's why he's just floating those up outside the off stump, hoping that Shahid can commit a mistake and skies up in the air. But right now it's more important that Ijaz Shah get as much strike as possible because he's much fresh as compared to his partner. He's bowling the 17th and possibly will bowl the 19th over of the innings, Wasim Ali. Goes for the big hit, hits it flat, gets it in the center of long on and long off, and Ijaz Shah gets a much needed boundary. That's the difference between him and Shah. Shah is looking to hit everything on the leg side, whereas Ijaz treating the ball on its merit, hitting it straight over the bowler's head. The safest region inside the ground and making sure that he gets at least one boundary every over. He goes again, this time gets plenty of it and gets it over mid-wicket for a huge hit. It's now Ijaz Shah's turn to put up some show here with the bat. Slower through the air, almost a similar delivery to what he faced a couple of deliveries ago. This time making sure that he hits it comfortably over mid-wicket and hit that one powerfully enough to get it all the way for 6. He goes again, this time not connecting it well. Chance for long on and Sadiq Surya takes it. He was looking to eyeing another big shot there, Ijaz Shah. It was there to be hit. His bottom hand came off the bat, because of which he couldn't time it perfectly. And a comfortable catch taken by that fielder at long gone. So another partnership that was turning to be very threatening for M-Tex has now been broken by Wasim Ali as he finishes his third over for yet another wicket. Ijaz Shah walks back after scoring an enterprising 33 of 21 deliveries. And Shayan Builders, with his dismissal, have now lost their 4th wicket at 146.
चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसीए कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है
All right, so 3 more overs left. He's just lost 1 more wicket, Shayan Builders. Ijaz Shah was looking very strong out there in the middle. Unfortunately, couldn't time the ball well. The last one of the previous over when his catch was taken out there at long gone now. Akhtar Lala being brought back in the attack. Just bowled 1 over so far, where he was hit away for 13 runs. Shahid still out there in the middle, fighting hard for his team. And he's now being joined by Abdul Rahman at the non-striker's end. Struggling a bit. looking to go for the big shot on almost every delivery, whereas all he can do is just get a single and get the batter, the non-strikers in at the crease. He does exactly that, picks up a quick single. In fact, his partner wants the other one, but don't think Shahid is interested. They have sent in a left-hander because they expect the remaining overs are going to be bowled by the left-arm spinners. Obviously, Wasim Ali is going to be bowling one of the 2 overs after this one. And he might see Akhtar Lala finishing off the innings with the last over. Places that one nicely, gets it in the gap. First ball boundary for Abdul Rahman. That's what happens when you've got left-arm spinners bowling the last few overs of the innings against a left-handed batter. It becomes a little easier to hit the gaps and find those boundaries, especially when the delivery is that wide outside the off stump. Now he goes on the leg side, chance and taken. One big shot too many from Abdul Rahman, looking to repeat what he did in the previous delivery, this time on the leg side, but unfortunately hitting it straight down to the fielder at deep square leg, who did not even have to move an inch. Couple of quick wickets now for M-Tex, and they are slowly crawling their way back in this game. Another wicket goes down for Shayan Builders, as now they lost their 5th. Abdul Rahman came, hit a boundary and went after scoring just 4. It's 151 for 5.
एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है, तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है, और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है. चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक
Good over so far from Akhtar Lala, just 5 runs and a wicket so far. It's going to stay that way with yet another dot delivery. So 18 done. Shayan Builders are 151 for 5.
के बाद O लेवल्स के बाद इंटरमीडिएट के बाद A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है. इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं. इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है, तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है, और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है.
As expected, Wasim Ali coming into bowl, the 19th over now of the innings. Once again starts off with a dot delivery. Every dot delivery is now going to hurt Shayan Builders, because at one stage it was clearly looking that they can go past 180. But now with a couple of dot deliveries, in fact this has gone all the way for 6. Out of nowhere, Shahid has been able to hit that one over square leg for yet another 6. Anything on the middle or leg stump has been hit away comfortably over the leg side by the right-hander. He goes again. This time it's long and it's huge, but put down again. Well, for a moment we thought it's going to go sailing over the boundary rows, but the wind might have pulled it back ever so slightly, targeting the long end of the ground there, Shahid. For a moment he thought he might have got another 6, but not to be. A chance that was pilled by the fielder at long on. Another big shot attempted. Long off is in business. Will he take it? He just take it. Excellently held by that fielder at long off because he was standing very close to the boundary ropes, but making sure that he didn't move his feet back. And Kev, who was looking to eye that big shot over the head of the bowler, will perish. Plenty of wickets going down towards the latter stages of the innings for Shayan Builders as Wasim Ali picks up his third. The batting side lose their sixth. Kev's walk back without even troubling the scorers, and Shayan Builders 158 for 6.
चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन
Tries to hit it really hard, but will just get a run towards deep mid wicket. This is an excellent spell from Wasim Ali. Yes, he has been expensive in his last couple of overs, but he has picked up a couple of wickets. Shahid once again missing the quicker one. It's going to be another dot delivery from the left arm spinner as he finishes off his spell 3 for 33 with just 1 over to go at 159 for 6.
टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसीए कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी
Akhtar Lala to finish off the innings. Gets another wicket. Last few overs have been brilliant so far from M-Tex. All the batters have tried to come in and hit a big shot, very first delivery, but unfortunately they have just opened the gates for the bowling side to come back in this match. Mansoor, the last man dismissed, just got a single to his name. Shayan Builders have lost another wicket. Comes down the pitch, hits it really hard. Does he get a boundary? No. Or does he? Just get the feeling the long on fielder might have pulled it back. The umpire Shahid Aslam is having a word with him and he seems okay. So just a run for the right-hander. Shahid now batting on 49. Well, the opportunity was there, but he just missed it altogether. Shahid Aslam giving a signal of the leg by, so he'll have to wait to reach his personal milestone, but they still get that run. Every run counts at this stage for Shayan Builders, and they will look to get as many runs as possible in these last 3 balls. Improvisation and brilliantly held. Excellently taken by the fielder at fine leg. Sunny once again shuffling across the crease, looking to be a little too cute by scooping it over fine leg, but had no pace whatsoever to work that one, and brilliantly taken by the fielder at fine leg, diving forwards, ensuring that he gets his both knee underneath that. And Akhtar Lala picks up another wicket, his second of the over, third overall. And Shayan Builders have now lost their 8th on a score of 161.
प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13
Straight away hits it hard, but will just get a run towards long off. This is turning out to be a brilliant over from Akhtar Lala. Hasn't conceded any boundaries, considering it's the last over of the innings, the 20th over. Both left arm spinners, Wasim Ali and Akhtar, have pulled things back significantly in last few overs. Pitched up, hits it hard down the ground, will just get a run towards long on, who slipped a little. But a single of the last ball of the innings, 47 deliveries. And Shayan Builders, after winning the toss and choosing to bat first, have managed to score 163 in their allotted 20 overs for the loss of 8 wickets. Excellent comeback from M-Tex. At one stage, they were running along with the show at 93 for 2, but pulled things back significantly. Shahid scoring a 50, the only batter to have gone past his personal milestone. Excellent knock from Tehseen. 42 of just 20 deliveries, and a really good support he got from Ijaz Shah, who scored 33 of 21. Brilliant bowling display from all the spinners. Sadiq Surya just giving away 20 in his 4 overs, getting another wicket as well. And the 2 left-arm spinners, Wasim Ali and Akhtar Lala, picking up 3 wickets apiece, giving away 33 and 21 runs respectively. And we saw Afzal as well, who was a little expensive, got that important wicket of Tehseen towards the middle stages of the innings. So 164 is the target for M-Tex to win the first match of this Challengers Premier League, presented by Scriber Academy and powered by Z&S Textiles. Time for a short break, and we'll be back with the run chase, where M-Tex openers will be taking on the field.
चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसी स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसी के अंदर जो है इस कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसी करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसी स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसी के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसी कंप्लीट कर लेता है।
So welcome back to TMC Cricket Ground for the run chase of this first match of Scriber Academy presents Challengers Premier League powered by Z&S Textiles. Shayan Builders are taking on M-Tex tonight in the first match of this 6 teams tournament. We saw 163 runs being put on by Shayan Builders when they won the toss and chose to bat first for the loss of 8 wickets in their allotted 20 overs. And in the run chase, we are witnessing the captain Bilal Aslam coming out to open the innings along with Ismail Shah. Zafar has taken the new ball, the right arm fast bowler. Squares him up and lucky. That was a beautiful delivery. The ball just tailing away from the right hander. Ismail looking to work it all the way on the leg side. Got a leading edge. And he should consider himself very lucky that the ball didn't carry to the fielder at extra cover. Otherwise, it would have been a big blow for M-Tex. No side prefers losing a wicket in the very first over of the run chase, and Ismail Shah was so close of getting himself out. Both the openers getting off the mark with a single. And it's the captain who is now on strike. Once again, that shape away from the right-hander. He has been getting that movement in this first over, Zafar. Twice Bilal has attempted that stroke outside the off stump. Twice he has been beaten away from his body. We just saw one over of fast bowler being bowled in the first innings where Zishan started the innings. And after that, it was all about spinners. A bit of bounce and movement. He's disappointed with that, Bilal, as he misses another one outside the off stump. Brilliant start from Zafar, though. Just a couple of singles in his opening over. M-Tex chasing 164 are 2 for no loss.
ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसी स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसी के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसी कंप्लीट कर लेता है।
Fast bowlers from both ends for Shayan Builders. We saw just a couple of singles in the opening over from Zafar when he was regularly shaping the ball away from the right-handers. Now Mansoor starting off with a wide down the leg side. Thickish outside edge, that's going to run fine and will enter the boundary ropes. Not convincing by any stretch of imagination from Ismail Shah. It was shaping away once again from him. Looking to punch it off the back foot, getting a thickish outside edge, and the third man, although he was standing at the boundary ropes, but just not being able to cut that one off. First boundary of the innings from the bat of Ismail Shah, but not from the middle of the blade though. Encouraging signs for the fast bowlers. Punching that one straight. We'll get another single, Ismail. Talking about Bilal Aslam Ali, he's played so much cricket at this particular venue. Not long ago, he scored a brilliant century. In fact, 149 to be precise, is one of those tournaments. And right now, being the leader of the team and starting off the innings as an opener, he'll be eyeing a big score, especially in the first 6 overs when the field is up. Square leg has been asked to come in. Deep mid wicket goes back. Third man is back as well. Fine leg is up. Tries to hit it hard but couldn't get it past mid-off. Excellent fielding from that fielder at mid-off, running towards his right and plucking his right hand out, ensuring that he stops the ball. Mansoor not as quick as Zafar at the other end, but he's still making sure that he forces these right-handers to play outside the off stump and away from their body. The target is not that big, just 164 is what they are asked to chase. Although it could have been a lot more had Tessin stayed out there for a little longer. It was just after his dismissal that they lost that momentum. Shayan Builders. Hits it away from the body, gets it in the gap. Beautiful timing from Ismail. This time coming from the middle of his blade. In fact, he's looking at the toe end of the bat. But with all the fielders inside the inner ring on the offside, it was a shot that was on, and he made sure that he cleared that field with ease and playing it over the heads. So 2 boundaries now in this over for Ismail, one towards third man and one over extra cover. The ball not rising at all. And that's why even Ismail looked pretty surprised, and Bilal Aslam is now looking to have a look at the pitch, but it's a dot ball nevertheless. 2 overs completed. M-Tex are a 13 for no loss.
चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसीए कंप्लीट कर लेता है।
This time it's Zafar who is starting off with a wide outside the off stump. There's a couple of boundaries in the previous over from Ismail Shah, one towards third man, one over extra cover. But Bilal is still looking to find the middle of his blade up till now. He's faced 7 deliveries. He was beaten outside the off stump at regular intervals in the previous over. Once again, just looking to stand and deliver, and it's good that his partner is having a word with him. Must be asking him to just play it with soft hands and get to the other end and let me have the strike as much as possible. He has taken 4 fielders on the offside inside the inner ring, and that's why he's regularly bowling outside the off stump to Bilal. Slightly short, he has pulled that one. There is no one out there in the deep. And the ball has landed over the boundary ropes. Magnificent hit from Bilal Aslam. It's the first big shot he attempted on the leg side. Might not have got it from the middle of the blade, but since there was no fielder out there in the deep, so that was a safe shot in the end. But somehow manages to get enough behind that it went over the boundary ropes. Zafar, on the other hand, shouldn't be disappointed with that shot selection from Bilal, as at least he took that risk. Could have gone either way. He's definitely getting much more bounce on this pitch, Zafar. Obviously, you expect that with the height that he has got. Both these teams will be hoping to get a win under their belt in this tournament opener. He goes for another pull shot. This time gets it over fine leg. A short fine leg fielder circling around, but before him it was the wicket keeper who got near to it. And meanwhile, Bilal got the opportunity to get a couple to his name. Just having a look at his bat. Once again, not happy with the blade. Definitely didn't come from the middle of his blade, otherwise that would have sailed over the boundary ropes. But outside edge and gone. Brilliant piece of bowling by Zafar. He was troubling Bilal outside the off stump. He just bowled one on the off stump, and Bilal looking to play away from his body, getting a thick outside edge, and the wicketkeeper did the rest. So the patience paid off for the fast bowler. He was struck for a 6 earlier in this over, but he came back strongly and got that big wicket of Bilal Aslam, who could have done a lot of damage in the first 6 overs. But being the captain, he has now been dismissed after scoring just 10. Shayan Builders picks up their first wicket. M-Tex are now 22 for 1.
चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है
And the Rahman walks in at number 3. Leading edge. Will it carry to third man? It does. Excellently taken. What a brilliant passage of play. This is from Shayan Builders. Once again, Zafar getting that movement away from the right-hander. Abdur Rahman perishes of the very first delivery. He was completely squared up. And what a brilliant catch from the fielder at third man. 2 wickets in 2 balls for Zafar. And all of a sudden, M-Tex straight away on the back foot, losing couple of wickets in quick succession. First, it was the captain Bilal Aslam, and now Abdul Rahman, the batter, dismissed on the Golden Duck. 3 overs completed. M-Tex at 22 for 2.
एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है, तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, O लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, A लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है, तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है।
So 22 for 2, M-Tex after first 3 overs. Mansoor will continue with the new ball. Starts off with another wide down the leg side, but brilliantly kept by the keeper. We saw a couple of wickets going down in the last 2 balls of the previous over from Zafar. That means he's going to be on a hat-trick next time. He's going to start his 3rd over. First it was the captain Bilal, and then Abdul Rahman was caught in the deep at 3rd man. One thing is for sure, the batting doesn't look that easy right now as compared to what we saw in the first innings, where runs are coming thick and fast for Shayan Builders, especially at the start of their innings. They were able to score at least at 8 and over in the first 6, although they lost a couple of wickets as well. But they kept on going hard towards the bowlers in the remaining overs until the last 5, where they lost a lot of wickets. And they were restricted to 163. But now they've got the start they wanted, a couple of wickets early. Bit of a misfield, confusion, chance of a run out, but he misses. I think it was Ijaz Shah at cover who got behind that ball, but just couldn't pick up cleanly in the end. That allowed Ismail and Abdullah to complete that single. Had he realized that there was a chance at either end, he would have definitely looked to throw at the striker's end. Very experienced player, Ismail Shah. He has been in these situations a lot of times in his career. Has got a decent start, has already got 2 boundaries so far. Nicely worked away towards mid-wicket. Another fumble from the fielder. He knows that they need a partnership right now. M-Tex. Don't need to do anything silly at this stage. Although it's a power play, the field is up, but just got to wait for those bad deliveries. Oh, that's a good one. A very well-directed bouncer by Mansoor. Abdullah just took his eyes off that ball and had no idea where the ball was going. It was following him, and he was lucky that he got his gloves out of the way. before it traveled to the wicket keeper. So again, taking a quick single. They're doing the right thing by making sure that they score every run on offer. There's no point of playing dot deliveries right now. When the boundaries are difficult to come by, make sure you're keeping the scoreboard moving by getting a singles and doubles whenever the ball has been placed in the gap. Changing the field once again for Ismail. They've got deep mid wicket in the back. Square leg is up, so you might expect a short delivery outside the off stump. Hits it in the air, hits it in the gap, powerfully struck by Ismail. The ball just slowing down, and I don't get the feeling it will go past the boundary ropes. The fielder finally manages to pull it back. And Ismail, who was hoping that it might go all the way for 4, just picks up another couple towards the end. Good over from Mansoor comes to an end. 4 done. M-Tex are 29 for 2.
चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसीए कंप्लीट कर लेता है।
So 29 for 2 after 4 overs. Zafar will continue with this new ball. Remember, it's his 3rd over. He's on a hat-trick. That's why you're witnessing the fielder at first slip. Trying to play it on the offside. Got a thickish inside half of the bat. Will get a single, Abdullah. And he's the one bowler who has looked more threatening out of the 2. Mansoor doesn't really have that much pace or bounce which Zafar possesses, and because of that he has been able to get 2 wickets early on in these first 6 overs. Now, ideally they will look to get another wicket right now before the power play gets over so that they can get into the middle order of M-Tex team. Plays it in the air, gets it over extra cover. This time it will run away for 4. A forward defensive drive from Ismail Shah. Just checked his shot in the end. Didn't get through with that stroke, but this time got the middle of his blade. And away she went towards the spectators standing, in fact sitting outside the boundary ropes. That's the extra bounce we are talking about. Whenever he has looked to bang in short, he has been able to get a lot more bounce as compared to his new ball bowling partner, Mansoor. We saw just 1 over from the fast bowler in the first innings. It's the 5th over of the innings already, and we haven't really seen any spinner even warming up. Slower through the air, gets it in the gap. 3rd man tries his best and doesn't stop it completely. A bit of a misfield by the fielder at 3rd man will give another boundary to the M-Tex batters. Just get the feeling it should have been stopped. Instead, he just got down a little too late, and by that time, the ball had already gone past him. So Zafar, who was all over M-Tex batters in the first couple of overs, has now conceded 2 boundaries in this one. That's a better comeback. Making sure that he bowls at that good length and on that 4th and 5th stump channel. Still have a lot of runs to play with, M-Tex. Well, that's a flick. He's going to get it over square leg and one bounce into the fence. So the 3rd over of his spell turns out to be a very expensive one from Zafar. Just drifting down the leg side, and he's just flicking that one over square leg, knowing that there was no one standing deep on the leg side, and it almost carried all the way for 6. So 3 boundaries and a couple of singles in the 5th over of the innings. That means M-Tex in pursuit of 164 are 43 for 2.
अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसीए कंप्लीट कर लेता है।
Still no change in the bowling. Mansoor will continue with his 3rd over as well, just like his new ball partner, Zafar. Once again, not bouncing a great deal, and Ismail is on his knees. Well, we saw a couple of deliveries staying low in the first innings too when Sadiq Surya was bowling, especially from that end. Hasn't had much of luck so far, Mansoor. But hasn't really given that many runs away either with this new ball. Once again staying low, looking to push it away from the body, Ismail. Just that region outside the off stump, good length area. Whenever the ball has been pitched in that region, it hasn't really kicked off. This time coming down the track, hits it over mid-off. Not from the middle of his blade, and that's why it's going to be pulled back inside the boundary ropes. He knew that Mansoor will regularly bowl outside the awesome, so he used his feet and was hoping that he can get it over mid-off, which he did, but since the ball was swinging further away from him, so he once again got it from the toe end of the bat. Decent partnership building between these two. 22 have been added for the 3rd wicket. That will be given a wide. He has erred in line and length thrice so far in his spell. Bowled a couple of wide down the leg side in his previous 2 overs, and now this one way outside the off stump. Now, sometimes it can be very risky when you have taken a field at a third man inside the inner ring. Been a pretty decent over up till now, just a couple of runs. It's going to be another one. Just trying a little too hard, I guess, Mansoor. Whereas all he needs to do is to do the basics right. Just keep it on that off stump channel. It's the batter who will commit a mistake. Goes over mid-off. That's a beautiful piece of timing. And that has gone all the way for 6. This time staying inside the crease there, Abdullah. I was hoping that Mansoor will bowl it pitched up, which he did. And he just went through with that stroke and hit it comfortably over mid-off. So they might have lost 2 wickets in 2 balls, but these 2 batters are bringing M-Tex back in this game. 50 comes up for them. Remember, it's the last over of the power play. A couple of deliveries ago, right from that channel, the ball was staying low, and all of a sudden the ball just kicked off. Bowl it way too short and way too wide. In fact, it has been signaled as a wide by the leg umpire. So that's one for the over, according to Shahid Aslam. That's what happens when you give the extended spells to the fast bowlers with the new ball. They might look good in the first couple of overs, but they just lose their energy in the third. We saw that happening to Zafar in the previous over, and now even Mansoor just looking a little exhausted. He goes over point. That's a good hit. One bounce into the fence. Making full use of that field restrictions in this last over. Pitched up. He just went through with that stroke, drove it over extra cover, and made sure that he ended the over and the power play with a boundary. First change in the bowling attack, the left-arm orthodox Abdul Rahman Senior being introduced after the power play. First 4 overs were pretty decent from Shayan Builder's point of view as they got a couple of wickets, but then just started leaking runs in the last couple of overs. So a flurry of boundaries from Ismail and Abdullah in over number 5 and 6. But right now, all Abdul Rahman needs to do is to create the pressure by bowling few dot deliveries. We saw Wasim Ali and Lala Akhtar Lala being very impressive in the first innings, picking 3 wickets each. And this is exactly what Abdul Rahman will be hoping that he can do for Shayan Builders. There's not a lot of turn available on this track, but you've got to rely on the change of pace and the length and line you choose to bowl on. But if you're going to bowl it down the leg side and that quicker, that's going to be a gift for the batting team. Abdullah once again doesn't really use his feet a lot, stays inside the crease and helps the ball on its way. And knowing that there was fielder at fine leg inside the inner ring, so he just needed to help the ball on its way, which he did, and made sure that he gets another boundary. Now he goes over extra cover, long off. Oh, he spills it. Just get the feeling it was Zafar who was running in towards his left. He was standing pretty square at long off, so he covered a lot of ground, got both his hands to it, but just couldn't complete the catch in the end. Would have been a big wicket had that catch been completed. It was Abdullah who was looking very settled. Well, he still is. Ismail Shah, on the other hand, is doing the right thing by keeping the scoreboard moving. This partnership is going along nicely right now as they have added 42 for the third wicket. 7 overs done. M-Tex are 64 for 2.
चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा
Spin from both ends. Amir starting the 8th over. Both these batters are moving things along nicely for M-Tex. Remember, 164 is what they need. Right now, they need 99 of 77 deliveries, which is not a big ask, considering a lot of cricket, T20 cricket is being played these days. So as long as they keep wickets in hand and they don't let the pressure build on them by dot deliveries, it's going to be a very easy chase. Now, did he get some glove or bat behind it? I just get the feeling he did, because it wasn't signaled as a wide by the umpire. Just looking to sweep that. The ball might have come from the back of the blade, but it still kept going over the wicket keeper's head. running the first one hard. Now Abdullah wants to come back for the second. He knows the fielder is back deep and he was consuming a lot of time to get near to the ball. That allowed the batter to come back for the second, and now because the throw wasn't gathered cleanly by the keeper, they got another one on the overthrow. Now this is sloppy stuff from Shayan. A lot of runs have been scored in the last 4 overs, because of which M-Tex are now almost scoring at 10 and over. And the required run rate, which was well over 8 at the start of the innings, has come down to 7.5. Once again, a quick single. Now that went straight to extra cover, but they still managed to complete that. Let's get the feeling Ismail has already decided that he's going to let his partner do all the damage. And he's just going to take the singles and give the strike back to him, which is pretty sensible right now at this stage, because they do not need to do anything silly out there. There's nothing available in the pitch for the bowlers, so as long as they play sensibly, the runs are going to come easily. 8 runs coming in the opening over from Amir. 8 overs done. M-Tex are going along at 9 and over. They are 72 for 2.
लगता है, और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा इसी से कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है, तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है, इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं, जो कि एक
Abdur Rahman Senior to continue. It was very unlucky when a catch was gone down in his previous over. I just get the feeling even the fielders inside the inner ring of Shayan Builders are just standing way too deep, and they are not being able to stop those singles. Running between the wickets has been very impressive between Ismail and Abdullah. Comes down the pitch, hits it hard. Another chance for long off, and Zafar once again the guilty party. And they're going to come back for another run very easily. I think he might have done a little something to his knees while he was looking to dive for that catch. Came down the pitch, sliced it. Look at the brilliant effort from Zafar. Once again got both his hands, but just when he was sliding forwards, he spilled it in the end, and I just get the feeling he might need some treatment out there in the middle, which will give us
बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है, तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है, और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा इसी से कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है, तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है, इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं, जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है, तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का
Hopefully all is set for Zafar as we're about to resume with M-Tex 75 for 2. Once again, easily getting another single towards the offside. 50 partnership also comes up for them. 53 to be precise. Hits it hard and wow, another brilliant effort, but once again it's going to go down as another catch being put down. And once again it's Abdul Rahman Senior. It was short, it was hit hard, brilliant effort from the fielder at point, diving towards his left. But once again the ball just couldn't stick. It's a third catch that has been put down by the fielders in his 2 overs, Abdul Rahman, and now that is beautifully struck. That is a shot of the inning so far from Ismail Shah. That was away from his body, that was turning further away from him. But look at how he just uses his wrist and gets it over extra cover, and that just raced away towards the boundary. Everything has gone silent for Shayan Builders right now because this partnership is turning on. 9 overs done, M-Tex are 81 for 2.
अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है. चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक
Well, Shayan Builders need to spark some magic out there in the middle, otherwise these 2 batters are just running away with the show. Comes down the pitch, hits it hard, hits it clean and hits it over long gone, does Abdullah. What a brilliant way to start this over. We saw boundary coming in the previous over when Ismail Shah hits one over extra cover. This time Abdullah coming down the pitch and lifting that one over long gone for another 6. So apart from that third over where they lost back-to-back wickets, nothing has really gone in the favor of Shayan Builders, especially in the second innings. Well, he's appealing for something, but I just get the feeling he got his bat behind it. Yep, no signal from the umpire, so there was definitely some bat involved. Oh, that stayed low. Just got his bat down at the last moment there, Ismail. It's good that he wasn't looking to play a big shot on that delivery, otherwise he could have missed the line of that ball because it just didn't bounce at all. Amir Babbar trying his level best to get as many revs as possible behind the ball. Hasn't really been able to get any turn whatsoever on this pitch. Remember, it's the first match of Scriber Academy presents Challengers Premier League powered by Z&S Textiles. And so far, M-Tex have got the firm grip of this game. That's a good delivery. Might have been an arm ball that just holds its line after pitching. But he did the right thing there, Abdullah, playing it with a straighter bat towards long on, knowing the fact that they have already got a 6 early in this over, so there is no point of taking any further risk. playing it with soft hands, and the running between the wickets has been the highlight of this partnership between the two. Without taking any further risk, they have managed to score 10 runs comfortably of this over from Amir. After halfway stage, M-Tex are 91 for 2 after 10.
बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसीए कंप्लीट कर लेता है।
Have to try something out of the box, Shayan Builders. Good shot. It's up in the air, but it's going to go straight down to the throat of the fielder at deep mid wicket. And finally, Abdur Rahman Senior has managed to pick up another 1 wicket. After dropping 3 catches off his bowling, a fielder at mid wicket made sure that he pouches one. And Abdur Rahman Senior had to wait a long time to get his first wicket. Ismail Shah, the man, dismissed. After playing a sensible knock of 33, he was looking to go for the big shot over mid-wicket, and he timed it well enough as well. But unfortunately, it went straight down to the fielder at deep mid-wicket. So the partnership has been broken. That was proving to be so threatening. And is it going to change things for Shayan Builders? Ismail walks back after 33. M-Tex are 91 for 3.
चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसीए कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा एसीसीए कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे
Ubaid, the new man in, gets a thickest outside edge first up. Third man is after it, but I just get the feeling the ball might win the race in the end, and it does. After just picking up a wicket, once again the luck is not in the favour of Abdul Rahman. Bowled a beautiful delivery outside the off stump. Ubaid was initially looking to turn the ball away on the leg side, got an outside edge, and the third man was just not quick enough. Well, they have lost a wicket just in this over, but once again their run rate is so decent, going at over 9 and over, that still believe they can easily chase down the remaining runs, unless and until we see few more wickets going down for M-Tex, just like the way Shayan Builders lost theirs towards the end of their innings. But right now Abdullah is the one who holds the key. If they can get him out right now, they will just open the floodgates. Otherwise, he's just going to take the game away from them. So again, a quick single, but not a good throw. Well over the keeper's head. He took some time to get the ball and took it down, but by the time the single was completed. Oh, very lucky. So easily that ball could have hit the stumps after getting an inside edge, but it went down towards spine leg. So 7 runs and a wicket in that over from Abdul Rahman Senior. 11 completed. M-Tex just needing 66 more to win are 98 for 3.
को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है। चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा
Amir Babbar into his third over now. Shy at this time, so the non-strike is in, but they'll easily get that single. Not a lot of bowling options have been used today by Shayan Builders. We saw fast bowlers, a couple of fast bowlers operating throughout the batting power play, and now it's been Abdul Rahman Senior from one end and Amir Babbar from the other. Fifth bowling option hasn't really been introduced up till now. Hundred comes up for M-Tex in the 12th over for the loss of 3 wickets. Now they just need 64. This is something we mentioned before as well. The fielder inside the inner ring need to be a lot active than this. They need to be a lot agile. They need to make sure that they are attacking the ball and putting the pressure on the batters while they are in search of those singles. But so far, it's been a very easy passage of play for M-Tex. You're expecting that some more pressure will be exerted on the batting side when they lost a wicket of Ismail, but that hasn't really happened. Hits it really hard, and even a brilliant effort in the end just couldn't stop it. The fielder had long gone. Abdullah just rocking back on the back foot, flat batting it over the bowler's head. Long gone, almost got there, got his body behind it, but That was so hardly hit by Abdullah that it still went past the boundary ropes. So he's just one big hit away from reaching his half century now, Abdullah, on 48 of just 28 balls. Chucks that one towards deep mid wicket. Not a lot of enthusiasm either being shown by any of those fielders from Shayan Builders, as if they have already decided the fate of the game. But still a lot can happen. Just need one good over where you can pick up a couple of wickets and get to the tail of the batting team. He has looked sharp, he has looked busy so far, Ubaid, making sure that he gets a single on almost every opportunity. Another decent over comes to an end for the batting team. 9 runs coming off it, 12 done. M-Tex at 107 for 3.
ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5 साढ़े 5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है।
That's a poor delivery down the leg side. He's very lucky to not have been hit for a boundary. They're still looking to come back for another couple, which they do, and it was a wide down the leg side, so you can add 3 more to the total. Abdurrahman Senior being replaced by another left arm spinner for nicely hit, really nicely hit by Ubaid. It wasn't that short, but look at how late he played that one. Almost meeting the ball under his nose, making sure the ball comes to his body, and then just swivels across and pulls it away between square leg and mid wicket. Just 50 more to win now for M-Tex. Might be another wide down the leg side. He has not find his perfect line and length so far in this over for Han. First ball was a wide down the leg side, then a slightly shorter delivery that was put away for a boundary, and now another one going down the leg side. Did he get some bat to it? I think he did. If he had just let that ball go, would have been another one down the leg side. But luckily for Farhan, it's a dot delivery. Much better. But even then, they have managed to squeeze a single out of it. Was looking a lot different for M-Tex when they lost 2 in 2, the captain and Abdurrahman, but then the big partnership between Abdullah and Ismail, and now it's Ubaid who is taking things along nicely. Now that's a full toss, and that's going to go over the boundary ropes. Poor delivery, and it deserved that treatment. 50 also comes up for Abdullah. He can raise the bat towards his dressing room's gallery because this has been a fine, fine knock. Came into bat when his side lost two back-to-back wickets, came in at number 4 during the pairing power play. But he has made sure that he has scored runs at quick pace and has put every bat delivery outside the fence. Well, he was eyeing another one. It was there to be hit, but just couldn't middle it. Sweeps it hard, but it will go straight towards fielder at deep mid wicket, who fumbles up a bit, but will just get a single. Ubaid. He'll retain the strike at the start of next over. An expensive first over from Farhan comes to an end. He leaked 17 runs off it, and after 13, M-Tex at 124 for 3.
चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं। इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है। तो इन टोटल 5 साढ़े 5 साल का अरसा लगता है।
So trying all their options now, Shayan Builders. It's just going to be Ijaz Shah with his off spinners. Straight away, put away over the boundary ropes by Ubaid. That's going to be a monstrous 6 over mid wicket. That is one way to welcome the new bowler. It was pitched up. Ubaid was eyeing for it and couldn't have got a better delivery than that at the start of the over. So even after losing Ismail Shah, they have easily scored runs. A bit round armish action, Ijaz Shah, but the equation is very simple now for M-Tex. They need 34 more to win. The required run rate is well under run a ball. Oh, that is nicely struck. It's in the air and it's going to be a one bounce boundary for Abdullah. You could just tell it by the sound of the blade. As soon as he struck it, he knew that he deserves more runs on it. Didn't take that much time to go over the boundary ropes, that shot.
प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा एसीसीए करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना एसीसीए स्टार्ट कर सकता है। इस एसीसीए के अंदर जो है इस वक्त
One more ball remaining in this first over from Ijaz Shah. Yasir Akhtar walks in at number 6 for M-Tex. Just dabbing it towards short third, but it's going to be a dot delivery. An expensive over, but a wicket-taking one from Ijaz Shah comes to an end. M-Tex after 14 are 141 for 4.
इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं. इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है. तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है. चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी प्रोफेशन में अगर एक बच्चा ACCA करना चाहता है तो वो मैट्रिक के बाद, ओ लेवल्स के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है. इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं. इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है. तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है.
Another bowling change. Starts off with a full toss, put away nicely by Ubaid. Once again making sure that he starts the over with a boundary, just like the way he did in the previous over of Ijaz Shah. A juicy full toss outside the off stump, a slower delivery attempted, but it went horribly wrong for the fast bowler. As Ubaid collects another boundary on the leg side. So just 19 away now, M-Tex, to register their first victory of this Challengers Premier League.
ये वाला पहला मैच है मेरा.
Tucked away towards fine leg. Will be another dot delivery, but just get the feeling right now even a lot of dot deliveries won't build any pressure whatsoever on the batting team. They have calculated this chase perfectly tonight. After losing 2 early wickets, we saw a big partnership between Ismail and Abdullah, and that was carried on even after Ismail was dismissed by Ubaid and Abdullah. Now that is up in the air. Chance for the fielder at mid-wicket. He's going to pouches this one safely in the end. Another wicket goes down for M-Tex. Is there a twist in the tail? Well, only time will tell. This time the slower delivery attempted. He was staying on the back foot, eyeing that big shot on the leg side. Just a couple of steps towards his right by the fielder at deep mid-wicket, and make sure that he comfortably takes that one. 2 quick wickets now for Shayan Builders. M-Tex lost another one. They are 145 for 5.
के बाद, इंटरमीडिएट के बाद, ए लेवल्स के बाद अपना ACCA स्टार्ट कर सकता है.
To start is another over. Starts off with a wide down the leg side. And it's still bowling it slower through the air. Ijaz Shah, ensuring that he doesn't give any pace whatsoever to these batters to work with. Now that has been swept away nicely. One bounce into the fence. a negative line of attack from Ijasha. He's targeting the pads of the right hander. This time, Kef getting the middle spot of his braid. It was just a matter of inches, otherwise that ball would have landed outside the boundary ropes as well. 150 comes up for M-Tex. Now that was played in the gap. There was two fielders extra cover, but both were inside the inner ring, so that was another easy boundary for Yasir Akhtar. For a moment, he thought he's going to go straight to the fielder in the deep on the offside, but there was no one out there in the deep. So now they just need 6 more to win, M-Tex. Very lucky it wasn't given a wide by the umpire, because it was well outside the off stump. I'm pretty sure Yasir will look to finish the things off with a big hit. He gets a short pitch stuff, gets another boundary on the leg side. This is poor effort from Shayan Builders. They're just making it a lot easier for the batting side. No pace whatsoever. It was way too short on the leg stump. And Yasir just staying on the back foot, pulling it away between square leg and mid wicket. 16 done, it's 162 for 5.
इस ACCA के अंदर जो है इस वक्त इन टोटल 13 पेपर्स होते हैं जो कि एक बच्चे को पास करने होते हैं. इस 13 पेपर पास करने के साथ साथ जो है एडिशनली 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड होता है. तो इन टोटल 5-5.5 साल का अरसा लगता है और 5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है.
So not a lot left in this match right now. So 2 more to get for M-Tex to get those 2 crucial points at the start of the tournament. Bowls it slower, bowls it short, pulls it away nicely. That might go all the way for 6. In fact, it's a 1 bounce 4, and that is it. M-Tex comfortably winning this game by 5 wickets and making sure that they chase down the target inside 17 overs. That's a brilliant batting display from the batting team. First, they were able to restrict the opposition to 162 from a position where they could have easily got 180 at least, and then chasing down the runs within 17 overs. Good start by Ismail, scoring 33 of just 24 deliveries. We saw
5-5.5 साल के टाइम के अंदर एक बच्चा ACCA कंप्लीट कर लेता है.
Subscriber Academy and powered by ZNS Textiles. We saw a convincing victory tonight for M-Tex as they chased down 164 in just 16.1 overs and winning it by 5 wickets in the end. I would like to call upon stage the losing captain first, Mr. Atif Hanfi of Shayan Builders, to come on stage and have a few words with me. आतिफ भाई, टॉस जीत के पहले बैटिंग की, कहीं ऐसा लगा कि 20 से 25 रन मजीद और हो सकते थे इस पिच पे?
जी बिल्कुल ऐसा ही है. हमने थोड़े से रन्स कम बनाए, 20-25 रन शॉर्ट थे. उसके अलावा हमारी फील्डिंग थोड़ी सी वीक थी, जिसकी वजह से हमारे 4 कैच ड्रॉप हुए. वो थोड़ा सा टर्निंग पॉइंट था मैच का. और बॉलर ने थोड़ी सी बॉल जगह पे पिच नहीं की, उसकी वजह से थोड़ा सा इशू हुआ. और दूसरा ये था कि ड्यू फैक्टर थोड़ा सा इन्वॉल्व था, जिसकी वजह से बाद में चेस करना थोड़ा सा आसान रहा.
चेजिंग में हमने देखा 2 विकेट्स मिल गई थी 2 गेंदों पे, और वहाँ पे प्रेशर नहीं आने वाले बैटर पे डाल ना सके, जिसकी बदौलत हमने एक पार्टनरशिप बढ़ती हुई देखी और वहाँ से वो इस्माइल और उबैर अब्दुल्ला मैच को आगे ले गए.
जी बिल्कुल ऐसा ही है. उसके बाद उनके दोनों के कैचेस छूटे, तो वो कैच थोड़ा सा मुश्किल कर गए मैच को. उनके लिए आसानी हो गई. और उसके बाद फिर बॉलर्स ने, जैसा मैंने आपसे पहले कहा कि बॉलर्स ने थोड़ा सा बॉल उसके बाद ग्रिप नहीं किया, ड्यू फैक्टर की वजह से थोड़ा सा इशू हुआ. तो इस वजह से मैच उनकी फेवर में थोड़ा चला गया. और उसके अलावा 20-25 रन ऑलरेडी कम थे.
याद है भाई, 6 टीम्स का टूर्नामेंट है, 4 मैचेस मजीद बाकी हैं, तो कमबैक देखने को मिलेगा
इंशाल्लाह आगे मैचेस में कमबैक देखने को मिलेगा. थोड़ी सी चेंजेस भी हैं, तो इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट मैच में आपको बहुत अच्छा देखने को मिलेगा.
All the best, Atif, for the remaining matches to come in this Challengers Premier League. And now the winning captain. For that, I would like to call upon stage Wasim Ali to come on stage and have a few words with me. वसीम, अच्छी वापसी हुई पहली इनिंग्स में, जब आपने भी एंड में आके और अख्तर लाला ने आके 3 विकेट्स ली और एक तरह से जो 180 या 85 का टारगेट लग रहा था उसको 163 रन तक महदूद रखा.
जी बिल्कुल ऐसा ही है. हमने दिमाग ऐसा ही बनाया हुआ था कि तकरीबन 160-170 रन, क्योंकि विकेट बहुत अच्छा था, विकेट अच्छा खेल रहा था, आउटफील्ड बहुत अच्छा हुआ था, तो दिमाग था कि 160-70 पे अगर हम पकड़ते हैं तो ईजिली चेज़ करेंगे. और वही हुआ. जब हम रन इतने हमने बॉलिंग अच्छी की तो माशाल्लाह फिर बैट्समैनों ने भरपूर काम किया अपना.
आतिफ ने जिक्र किया ड्यू फैक्टर ने काफ़ी वाइटल रोल प्ले किया, तो आने वाले मैचेस में उसको भी मद्देनजर रखते हुए टॉस का फैसला करेंगे या हिकमत अमली दरियाफ्त करेंगे?
बिल्कुल ऐसा ही है, और अगर आज हम टॉस जीतते तो हम बॉलिंग ही करते, क्योंकि मुझे आइडिया है अब सर्दियाँ आ रही हैं तो ड्यू फैक्टर बहुत होगा, तो पहली बॉल बाद में बॉलिंग करने वाली टीम के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किलात हैं। तो ऐसा ही सोचेंगे इंशाल्लाह आगे भी जाके, अगर टॉस जीतते हैं तो बॉलिंग ही करेंगे।
6 मजबूत टीमें हैं, पहले ही मैच में जीत हासिल कर ली तो इससे एक्स्ट्रा एज मिल जाता है।
बिल्कुल ऐसा ही है, माशाल्लाह ये टीम अच्छी है, हमारे पास सीनियर प्लेयर्स भी खेल रहे हैं, और टीम सबसे अच्छी चीज़ ये कि मैनेजमेंट हमारी बहुत अच्छी है, बहुत सपोर्ट करते हैं लड़कों को, और बाकी बॉलर्स में हमारे बहुत सीनियर बॉलर अख्तर लाला हमारे साथ है, तो बहुत सपोर्ट होती है मुझे खुद भी बॉलिंग में उनके साथ। तो ये कि टीम अच्छी है माशाल्लाह, मज़ा आया। मेरा पहला मैच ही था लेकिन मुझे बहुत मज़ा आया खेलने में।
चलिए, ऑल द बेस्ट वसीम फॉर द रिमेनिंग मैचेस। वसीम, मैं आपसे दरख्वास्त करूंगा कि आप हमारे साथ ही रहें, बिकॉज वसीम इज ऑल्सो द कूल प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच। ही विल गेट अ कैश प्राइज ऑफ ₹1500 from Bilal Majid, whom I would like to call upon stage first up. Bilal Majid will be presenting him the cash prize of ₹1,500 for picking up 3 wickets in the first innings. Wasim Ali, the cool player of the match. That was Wasim Ali, the cool player of the match. And now the big award, the man of the match. He will get a cash prize of ₹3,000 once again from Bilal Majid. And for his wonderful knock of 66 of 34 deliveries, it's Abdullah Khan from M-Tex. अब्दुल्ला, 66 रन बनाए, एक ऐसे मौके पे आप बैटिंग करने आए थे जब 2 विकेट्स गिर चुकी थी लगातार और कैप्टन भी वापस जा चुके थे, तो क्या लग रहा था? 142 रन मजीद चाहिए थे उस मौके पे।
सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह का लाख लाख शुक्र है कि हमारी टीम जीती है और रन हमने अच्छे मार्जिन से मैच जीते हैं 2-3 ओवर पहले। मैं जब विकेट पर आया तो यही सोच रहा था कि इस्माइल शाह के साथ थोड़ा मैच लंबा करना है। मैच लंबा करने पे गया मैं, जो बॉल हमें गंदी मिलती रही हम उन पर चार्ज लेते रहे, इसी तरह मैच एंड तक गया। जितना मैच बैटिंग साइड बैट्समैन विकेट पे रहते हैं, बैटिंग साइड के हक में मैच चले जाता है, तो बस यही कोशिश थी कि विकेट पे खड़ा रहे और मैच को एंड तक लेके जाए।
वसीम और आतिफ ने ड्यू का जिक्र किया, तो कहीं ऐसा लगा कि ड्यू के आने से बैटिंग थोड़ी आसान हो गई थी?
नहीं, ऐसा को तो कुछ भी नहीं लगा, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं लगा।
पहले ड्रॉप कैचेस जो हुए उससे काफ़ी फ़ायदा मिला आपको?
हाँ, उससे बहुत फ़ायदा मिला क्योंकि उन्होंने 2 कैच छोड़े मेरे, तो उससे अच्छा हो गया।
All the best, Abdullah. It was a pleasure watching you back today. All the best for remaining matches to come in this tournament. That was Abdullah Khan, the man of the match of the first match tonight. For right 9, I'm going to be signing off from this TMC Cricket Ground. We'll be back once again for the second match of this tournament. Till then, it's me, Zishan Khalid, signing off. Allah Hafiz.